Have you ever heard the story of the wise entrepreneur and the persistent salesperson? In a bustling co-working space, a seasoned entrepreneur named Olivia had built her startup into a thriving business. Olivia was known for her sharp instincts and her no-nonsense approach. She spent mornings deep in strategy sessions and reserved her afternoons for focused work, undisturbed by the chaos of the open floor. One sunny afternoon, as Olivia was working on a critical funding proposal, a chatty young salesperson from a nearby startup, Greg, had began loudly pitching his latest product to everyone within earshot. His enthusiastic but disruptive approach grated on Olivia, breaking her concentration. Olivia leaned over and politely said, "Greg, I respect your hustle, but this is a shared workspace. Could you tone it down a bit? I'm working on something important here." Greg, undeterred, responded with a cheeky grin. "Oh, Olivia, you've been at this game for years. Surely you can work through a little bit of noise. Besides, everyone loves my energy. It's what makes me successful." Realizing that it was pointless to argue, Olivia leaned back in her chair and thought for a moment. She smiled warmly and said, "You know, Greg, I've heard great things about your product. Why don't you give me a private demo? I even have some valuable contacts who might be interested. Let's chat over coffee. I'll bring my notebook to take notes." So, Greg, thrilled by Olivia's apparent interest, eagerly accepted this invitation. So they moved to a quieter location within the workspace in a corner, and Greg started to pitch. But as he launched into his spiel, Olivia's sharp questions quickly uncovered some flaws in his product and his business model. She took the opportunity to guide him on how to refine his pitch and market strategy. By the end of the session, Greg realized that he had learned a lot more than he had bargained for, but not without a touch of humility. Olivia had managed to regain her focus while teaching Greg a valuable lesson about listening, respect, and substance over flash. The moral of the story is this: don't let your enthusiasm blind you to valuable feedback or the need to respect others' boundaries. True success comes from understanding when to listen, learn, and adapt. And that's our thought for the day. Thank you for joining me.